Hey, good morning, my beautiful viewers. How are you guys doing? Now, pretty much, I would say a month ago, I was putting out some content talking about the shortage of fertilizers and how much it's going to affect our food supply chain. Now, the president of the US came out, I would say 3, 4 days ago. You can actually Google it if you don't believe me, look it up. They're basically put out an emergency. They didn't put it in the news. It was, I think, this article was done by New York Post, but he's basically warning, telling people exactly what I've been saying, like a month, and I've been saying this for quite a long time. To be honest with you, I got serious a month and a half ago, letting people know. But he came out and said the quiet part out loud. There is a problem with fertilizers because fertilizers, believe it or not, the base of it is from petroleum because of what's happening over there in the Middle East in the Strait of Hormuz. So they're not going to have, this is the basically the planting season. So what's going on, the president is basically letting them know there's no crop that's being planted. Just, you know what's really happening. Well, not as much as there's some, but not a lot. There is a shortage of food that's on the way. The supply chain is going to be disrupted. Even though I've been screaming it, making content over and over, warning people, it's good to see that what I've been saying and what I've been predicting that's about to unfold. And I see the chaos happening. Like you're pretty much going to start seeing some serious situation with food and petroleum the month of September, going further on into the year. And I've been warning people about that for quite a while. Now to see the president actually came out and say something about it, it's it's confirmation. But as I said before, if you don't believe me, a lot of people are new to my content. All you got to do, get on Google, type in the president, type in the word fertilizer, and type in shortage. That's it. Articles are going to pop up like crazy because I already did it just to confirm what I've been saying and what I've been warning you guys about. I think this is the perfect shirt to wear for this video because in this shirt, if you look carefully, the word future. I've been telling you guys these things are about to unfold and look what's going on. Now, feel free to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, also my Spotify. The username is right here, folks. Nick Thomas Show. Spelled just like it pronounced. Go to my YouTube, Nick Thomas Show. Go to my Spotify channel. Username also Nick Thomas Show. And subscribe to my platform to keep up to date with basically everything that I've been warning about. And everything I've been warning about is unfolding. So there is going to be a serious food situation in the coming future. I'm letting you guys know. We're also going to have issue with water, clean water. That's why all the billionaires are investing in water companies. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because we're having a drought like we've never seen before. Access to reservoir, water in the reservoir, access, the underground stream, everything is drying out. I'm not trying to make you guys be a fearmonger here or try to be an alarmist. I'm basically telling you guys the truth. And if you guys start digging into what I've been saying, you see that everything I've been saying is true. It's unfolding. And a lot of people are not paying attention. And it's sad. By the time people wake up to the fact that there's a problem with our food supply and also a problem with access to clean water, by the time the majority grasp this reality, it's going to be too late. So what I advise the people who already listened to me, taking, the unnecessary step to do the things that they're supposed to do, if you try to wake someone up and they're not listening, leave them alone. They're meant to stay there within that level of consciousness. Let them be. They're not meant to see it. believe it or not, I hate to put it out there, but those are the ones that are meant to fall. Yeah, pretty much flat on their face. So you gotta let, and I have it in my, I have that in my family. I have that around people that I know, and I love them to death. But no matter how much I preach and no matter how much I warn them, they're not gonna listen. That's okay. They're not meant to see it. Can't help everybody. You got to first start helping yourself. Prepare for your family, prepare for the people in your household. I encourage people to have a bug out bag. This is one of my number one rule. Each person in that household should have a bug out bag. All right, especially if you live in the city areas. Have at least 30 days of food, canned food, food that doesn't spoil. Have at least 30 days of water. Each person should have at least, I would say, 3 gallons of water per day. Yes, I know it's kind of a lot, but you need to have the water in your garage storage, wherever you need to put it. I advise you to, because you know why? You can't eat the money in your bank account. You can't eat your fancy car. You can't eat your fancy clothes. You can't eat your jewelry. You can't eat, well, I wouldn't advise you to. I was going to say something, but I wouldn't advise you to. My point is, food and water are the necessary things we need. And what I'm reading and what I'm researching, these necessities are going to be in serious demand, and they're not going to have the supplies to fulfill those demands. People are going to fight. I would go as far as say they're going to kill each other for food and water. I hope I don't get flagged for saying that, but I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with what I'm seeing unfolding in the future. People need to start taking this seriously. They really do. If people really get online and read what the president is saying about the shortage of food and the shortage of fertilizer, believe it or not, you would poop your pants. You would. All right? So, again, take the necessary step. This is going to be a global thing, folks. It is, because fertilizers are also having problem reaching other countries. A lot of the agriculture that we use here in the U.S. are from Mexico. They're also having issue with crops, the farmers having access to certain things, because a lot of the stuff that we use are petroleum based, and we're now having a problem with petroleum. All of this started after the Federal Reserve Act of 1913 started. That's why everything has become petroleum based. Even our prescription we take is from petroleum. That started right after 1913. Nothing has changed. So when there is a problem with petroleum, there is a problem with our way of life. Whether you want to believe it or not, there's a problem with food, your healthcare, the grid, every single thing, because petroleum has basically become every single aspect of our life, and we have to accept that. But I'm making this video to let you know, get ready, folks. It's going to be interesting for the next couple of weeks. I know it's hard because things are expensive and things are getting out of control. I'm not going to be oblivious to that, but do whatever you need to do. Have some food, have some water. I urge you guys, in your home, in the coming future, store away. You got to store these things away. And don't tell people what you're doing, by the way, because it's going to be one point in the near future where food and water is going to be more precious than gold. All right? So you really don't want people to know this, especially if you have a lot of stuff stored when it comes to food and water. Anyway, I just want to say thank you, folks, for always watching. I appreciate you guys. Stay blessed.